Juicy fruits, warm, humid air, the dense foliage of towering trees, an agile body effortlessly hanging from a branch. That was the beautiful life of our ancestors 7 million years ago. Or at least, that's how most people imagine it. And then they traded all of that for an 8-hour workday, monthly rent, school, showering, doing laundry, taking out the trash, washing the dishes, and who in their right mind would ever agree to that? Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. The climate changed, the forests disappeared, they were replaced by vast savannas. Apes had to come down from the trees in search of food. That's how the origin of bipedalism is usually explained. Meet Sahelanthropus, an ancient ape that lived in Africa around 7 million years ago. Sahelanthropus did what any normal ape would do: eat, climb trees, and reproduce. And quite possibly, he was our ancestor. But Sahelanthropus had one unusual trait: it was capable of bipedalism. So why would a perfectly normal ape living in a forest need to walk on 2 legs? We don't know. So you can go ahead and regret clicking on this video. However, we do have a few ideas. Bipedalism may have helped with moving through the branches, reaching fruit, carrying infants, and transporting branches for building nests. Can you imagine an ape walking across a thin branch like a tightrope walker, carrying fruit in its hands and an infant on its back? Neither can I. And yet, modern chimpanzees and orangutans do something remarkably similar. All of that is certainly interesting, but how did those rare, awkward moments of bipedalism in Sahelanthropus eventually become the only way humans move? We know that by the time the forest disappeared, our ancestors were already capable of bipedalism. Walking on 2 legs offered several advantages in a changing environment. Now imagine a poor ape making its way across the savanna. The blazing sun beats down on its back, its body is close to the scorching ground, and it has to travel long distances to find food because fruit is scarce in the savanna. All of those problems can be eased simply by standing up. In an upright posture, the body is exposed to less direct sunlight, the torso is farther from the scorching ground, and walking on 2 legs is far more energy efficient over long distances. Freed from the task of locomotion, the hands could now carry food, sticks, stones, and infants. Then came tools. Tools made a more dexterous hand and a larger brain increasingly advantageous. In turn, a more capable hand made tools even more effective. Bipedalism, the hand, and the brain began driving each other's evolution. As tool-making evolved, humans were finally able to take full advantage of bipedalism. Our exceptional endurance gave us an edge over other animals. They were much faster, but they tired quickly and overheated. And with advanced tools, even a small group of humans could defend themselves against virtually any predator. As bipedalism became more efficient, our ancestors were able to travel greater distances. Around 1.8 million years ago, this helped them expand into Eurasia. And then came agriculture, civilizations, the internet, and now you're watching a video about carefree ancient apes. In fact, those apes would probably be surprised to hear themselves described that way. They had to fight constantly for food, social status, and the chance to leave offspring. Predators, diseases, and parasites were their constant companions. The hardships our ancestors endured eventually gave us medicine, abundant food, and a level of safety they could never have imagined. And yet we still have to work. Thanks for nothing.